I said, hey, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. I said, hey, hey, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour. We're gonna drink a fine whiskey and smoke a really fine cigar.
Oh, there it is. It is time for Happy Hour. It's the Man Cave Happy Hour. Whiskey, cigars, spirits, the stories that go along with it. I'm Jamie Flanagan.
I am Matt Fox. We got a whole table full of things here.
There's all sorts of shenanigans happening today. Matt, we just want to say before we get rolling, thank you to a couple of people.
Absolutely.
Several, actually many. First, Joe Louis Bourbon.
Yes, Joe Louis Bourbon today.
Sponsoring the shenanigans with us today. So thank you to Joe Louis Bourbon. And we're going to get to Tanya Cole coming up. Brand ambassador extraordinaire. Also sponsoring our shenanigans today, being part of the party. Shaker and Spoon. We have a glorious what's in the box? Don't look in the box. It's we have a fun Shaker and Spoon.
I am really
This is
excited.
the May box here.
Yes, I'm very excited to.
We're about all kinds of spirits. We often do bourbon, and lo and behold, May was bring on the bourbon box, and so we're like, yay, that's right up our alley. So thanks to those folks for connecting with us for this fun round of shenanigans, and then thanks to everybody who listens in.
You go do that podcasty stuff, right?
Do the podcast things where podcast things happen.
Yes. Like, subscribe,
leave a comment, and tell 40 friends. That's
just
how
only 40.
Yep.
Why are we going to limit ourselves like that?
I know. Well,
I don't even have 40 friends.
I know. I don't have 40 friends either.
4.
Just want to say, Mom, thanks for listening. Appreciate you. And so there you go. I would thank my wife, but she doesn't listen.
But one time.
That's I did jinxed myself. So she never listens. I can say whatever the hell I want and said some raunchy stuff. And then the first time she listened to the show in the 5 years we've been on, the 17 years I've been on Detroit radio, that show.
Right.
Love you, dear. She goes, and that's what you do?
Thanks, Colleen.
That is exactly what we do. And what we're doing today, like we mentioned, Joe Louis Bourbon.
Dear close friend of the show. Absolutely.
Part 1.
Yes.
Shaker and Spoon.
Yes.
Magnificent boxes. Part 2. It's like, you have the
Are you double fisted right now?
I'm double fisting right now.
All right.
It's like the invention of a Reese's cup. You got peanut butter and my chocolate. You got chocolate. We got two great things that we're putting together here today, and we got the people all behind the Shaker and Spoon with us once again. Anna and Mike, thanks for coming in again, you guys, and we're going to bring them in here to the party. Anna, Mike, hi.
Hi, guys.
Thanks again. So the May Shaker and Spoon box. You guys have a lot of standard boxes. People can go back and listen to the Shaker and Spoon episode we did. We really got into the weeds with everything you guys do, and we wanted to mix up some cocktails. But you have a lot of standard boxes you have all the time, and then you do specialty boxes, and May happens to be Bring On the Bourbon.
Bring On the Bourbon box.
And we're going to bring on the bartender that helped come up with one of the cocktails, because each one of the Shaker and Spoon boxes, I'm so glad we brought the guest on.
Yes.
So we could talk over them. If people don't rewind to see the Shaker and Spoon, what's in each box of the Shaker and Spoon?
Everything you need for 12 amazing drinks, 3 original recipes, all around one single theme. We get you everything you need. Just bring your favorite bottle of whatever the spirit is and have a great time with us.
That's it.
And those 3 recipes are unique and original, created for us by top award-winning bartenders. And, we're gathering all the little hard-to-find mixology ingredients.
All right. And today we, Sam Jimenez?
Jimenez.
Jimenez.
Yes.
Jimenez. Sam Jimenez is going to be joining us hopefully shortly to talk about his one of the 3.
Yes.
And if people that are following along on Facebook or YouTube notice I'm rocking the Hawaiian shirt because Sam is down in Tulum.
Oh, is she?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, it's Tulum, yes.
Yeah, in
Sam
Tulum.
is.
Sam is in Tulum.
Oh, I thought you were talking about our friend Sam.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, so Sam is our bartender.
It's
that
been a
will
long
be joining
month.
us.
Is it Friday
He's
yet?
connecting
No,
from
it's
Tulum,
not.
so hopefully. So he's going to walk us through the cocktail. We're going to walk through all 3 cocktails, and we're going to mix those up with Joe Louis Bourbon. And with us from Joe Louis Bourbon, out enjoying the party herself right now, Tanya Cole. Tanya, welcome to the Man Cave.
When you say she's out enjoying herself, Tanya.
Yeah, can't you hear it in the background?
Yes, we
I am
can.
at a pizza party here down in Buckhead at the Painted Pin. So I come with drink already ready because, I do a little bit of reading up on Sam. He said, now one of the first things you want to try when you go anywhere is a drink that's based with mezcal. So I have a mezcal Negroni.
All right.
That is a
Loving
great
Sam
choice.
already. And it is a great drink. So loving Sam, loving Tulum. I was there in 2019, so I'm excited to see him on. Welcome, guys.
Thanks, Tanya, for being here.
All right, so yeah, she's. We're gonna get copywritten on their background noise there, man. It's so Anna and Mike. We're cracking open the box right now. Don't forget to check the crinkles. The box is amazing. We went about this last time.
I love the boxes. They're so much fun.
Don't forget to check the crinkles for 3 small light items: some white sage, hydrosol, some coffee bitters, and smoked orange bitters. So that we're going to need those for all these
Did
fabulous.
you say coffee bitters?
Coffee bitters.
Wow.
Smoked,
all right.
Smoked orange bitters, coffee bitters. Yeah.
Wow.
So that's it. So what? Bring on the bourbon. Is that? Did I get that right? Is it bring on the bourbon? Yeah, bring on the bourbon.
Bring on the
It's
bourbon.
right. It's right there in front of me.
It's right, yeah.
It's on the card right in
You
front
are
of
an
me.
English teacher, yes.
Bring on the bourbon. It's right there. So what are the 3 cocktails in our bring on the bourbon?
Are you asking us?
Yeah.
Oh, well, of course. We have Is It Summer Yet? Sam's Cocktail. We have the Calusa Hachi from Robert Sickler and the Choco Facto from Christine Wiseman.
You say Choco
So it's like
Facto?
a summery highball, which is Sam's, using this really kind of old school honey pear soda paired with this strawberry rhubarb syrup that we developed together. We have this almost, I don't know, is it fair to call it kind of a julep style drink from Robert?
I think it's fair. It's served over crushed ice, and it's very refreshing, and it's being served with bourbon in May.
heavy kind of in like citrus flavors there, and then this really lovely kind of Mexican style old fashioned using bourbon of all things.
Wow.
And it works so well in the Choco Facto, and that's Christine Wiseman coming back for her second bourbon drink with us. 'Cause she's
And that's where the coffee bitters come in.
Nice.
Oh, wow.
Excited about it. So what I really got excited about.
What did you get so excited about?
Because I was checking out because they'll tease the next box coming out on the website. So if you go to shakerandspoon.com,
Yes.
You can check out the existing boxes, the ones that you can always get, and then you can check out the specialty boxes and the special things that are coming up. And so I was checking out the Bring On the Bourbon, which was going to be mailed to us,
You see, you open
and
it up.
I was so happy and. Because this is so me. It's the little umbrellas. I am all about
They are fun.
putting a little umbrella in my cocktail. And then I saw the picture. I'm like, oh my God, I hope they're in the box. And then the description of the box was up there, and it said, and 4 little umbrellas. I'm like, yes, we're gonna have little umbrellas. I can't, Anna, Mike, I can't even tell you how entertained I am with the little umbrellas.
so glad to hear that.
So
Those little guys are fun too that you're holding.
so there's some little tasty threads that are in here, and then if people are watching on
Chili threads.
if people are listening to the audio version, it's worth to roll on over to find one of the video versions either on Facebook or YouTube.
Sure.
Man Cave Happy Hour everywhere you look, and it's cool. The unboxing is just kind of, it's fun in and of itself. So there's this lemongrass, ginger lemon syrup. Now you guys say you developed this with Sam, or with, did you say you developed it with Sam?
That one that you're holding, we developed with Robert.
With Robert. Okay. You developed.
For the Calusa Hachi.
Okay. And so this is a special you can only get from you guys then, right? So people
right.
get something similar.
I mean, unless Robert whips you up a batch.
Right.
Which maybe he's a nice guy.
So this is great. And it's great that when it comes, it says, please refrigerate immediately after receiving. So
Right.
this guy's been in the fridge since it arrived at the house. So there's the chocolate syrup. It looks very syrupy too.
The Oaxacan chocolate syrup.
Yeah.
And I would love to bring one of our other guests into the show today. Sam has actually joined us, and I'm going to bring him into the chat. Sam, welcome to the Man Cave Happy Hour.
Hey, Sam.
We were just talking about you.
Yeah.
Nice Tulum time and a few connection issues, but here we are.
Yeah, you made it. Thank you so much for being here. We're really looking forward to mixing up your concoction, your cocktail together. And
there's a honey pear soda.
Oh, there it is.
So, we got 3 cocktails to wade our way through. And I got we got a vacuum cleaner in studio so we can clean up we can clean up the crinkles. And then, all right, the strawberry rhubarb syrup for one of the
Oh, I know somebody close to me that would be all over the strawberry rhubarb syrup. Wow. All right.
And then, here's another large bottle. Wow. All right. Orange. Orange lemonade. So there you go.
My goodness. No wonder there's so many crinkles in there, because if this thing gets jostled around.
It's a French sparkling
and it does.
refresher.
It gets jostled around by the
Have you met
USPS.
our shippers?
Yeah. So how do you guys I'm sure things get damaged. What's your rate? I mean, do you get a lot of people going, "Hey, this was smashed," or you guys pretty good success rate? I know you guys are great at replacing stuff when it does get mangled, but is that a big problem?
No,
I mean, if it was, I don't think we'd be able to be in business.
Still be.
Our team is really good at packing the boxes, and the damage is like 1% of 1%. It's not a big problem.
It happens. It certainly happens. It's been, I think the last time we had a quote unquote perfect month, we were shipping maybe 300 boxes a month. And as things scaled up, that was just kind of more and more impossible. But it's not a real concern.
All right, good. As just because this is, there's glass
there's a lot packed inside this box.
I think I got everything out. I found all the little bottles.
So we're trying to watch it.
Check out the labels on the bitters if you want to have a little giggle.
Yeah,
the labels on. Okay.
All right.
I have a quick question for Mike and Anna.
Go ahead.
So I know you mentioned, and I don't own the rights to the music, and I'm not the DJ also. But I know that you talked about having, 12 different cocktails that you could potentially make with the ingredients that you put in there. So let's say I want to just buy Sam's cocktail, which is what I'm interested in. Can I just buy Sam's cocktail and not the other two that are in the description?
Of course.
Yes, you can.
So how do I do that?
So if you go to our website, shakerandspoon.com, in the top menu, there's a store tab. And if you hit store, you have a little fly out, where you can choose categories. Just hit cocktail kits. And within that category, there's Is It Summer Yet? Sam's Cocktail. And it's sold individually. So it's just the one cocktail, 4 servings.
Wow. Well, there you go, Tanya.
All right. So, so this is, I giggled because it's the bitter. It's small batch made by hand, Bitter Girl. And this one's called Morning Wood.
That's the coffee.
I'm 12. It's funny.
We remember.
You're right up my alley. I'm 12 years old. But Sam, we got you here.
Yes.
And Sam Jimenez, you are in Tulum. You've been all over. You spent time in New York. And around
you're well traveled
all over the Riviera. You're highly sought after. But we want to go a little further back than that. Sam, tell us about your childhood.
Sure. So basically born and raised, well, not quite raised, but Mexico City. And then by the age I was 13, 14 roughly, moved upstate New York. So basically my childhood was actually surrounded by not so much alcohol, so maybe that's why I got interested into it. My parents were a little more on the religious side, so there were just booze in the family went back to just my grandfather and grandmother's side, so I always looked to them for inspiration. So once I got to New York, basically, and I was of age, so basically started working in bars and restaurants, and getting more into the world of cocktails.
So how did you learn the craft of bartending? Did you learn behind the bar, hands-on, or did you do like a bartender school of any sort?
Right. So that's a good question. It was basically just hands-on. What I did actually before I started bartending was go to culinary school, and that really helped build a foundation on how some ingredients work best with other ingredients, or how some booze will highlight certain notes from certain fruits and citruses and so on. So having that culinary background really helped tremendously, and just working through restaurants. I started in the kitchen, did not like the kitchen, then moved to the front of the house, and then started working bars, and I was like, yes, this is more my game. Yeah.
So, Sam, let me ask the question. Being that you went through culinary school, your palate, what did you do to really accentuate your palate? Because as a bartender, you really have to understand a lot of the nuances between fruits and the spirit that you're working with. What are some of the things that you have worked towards to really get your palate to where you want it to be?
Right. So through training in culinary school, you do work with the foundations of pairings, right? So wine pairings it's a big thing. And you talk briefly about distilled products too, right? So then you touch up briefly on, on the whiskeys and the tequilas and the gins and the vodkas and so on, rums, of course. But that actually gives you a little bit of an idea how to best pair certain foods with certain drinks, and that also with the addition of learning about French herbs or spices from Asia, that sort of gives you a little bit of an idea or a foundation on how to best recreate that or translate that into a cocktail.
So your R&D process sounds like it would be a lot of fun. Just kind of be a fly on the wall just to watch Sam work, right?
It is, but here's something that I should confess to both Mike and Anna right here.
Okay, here we go.
So because I've collaborated with Shaker & Spoon for, what is it, guys, about maybe 3 years or so?
Yeah, I think this is your fourth cocktail. We had the Señor Rojo, we had El Palenque, we had the Theobroma, and now we have the Summer. Did I miss any?
Wow.
No, that's it. I think, 3-1 mezcal, and this is my first, dabbing into the world of cocktails with bourbon. So that was an exciting challenge that I took head on. And Mike, I really thank you for being patient with me and, tweaking the ingredients. But going back to what I was saying, my confession was that the cocktails that I developed for Shaker & Spoon so far, a lot of them, the R&D has been up here and mostly just trying to come up with the cocktails and the notes. And I imagined what they would taste like, but I never really sampled it on my own. Basically, I create it and I think it would work, and I just send it out to them. So basically, a lot of it has been with no prior testing on my own back here in Tulum. It's also a little bit hard to get some of those ingredients from the States to Tulum.
Well, you're a special case, and
you're in Tulum, so we let it slide. You're not the only one who does that, but your cocktails have all been winners.
It's like a modern day Mozart is what you're going.
Back and forth with you a lot. You and I talked a lot about this drink.
That's awesome.
Went back and forth, and I mean, Sam's a professional, and he's really good about I would tell him tasting notes. He'd be like, try this, and we did actually go back and forth a bit like that. But yeah, we do have a difficulty working with Sam because he's in Tulum, and it's not as easy to get him. Sam, you have not tried the honey pear soda, right?
I have not.
Try it. Oh boy,
and that's kind of integral to your drink.
Yes, yeah. So I'm looking forward to it. I'll be coming next month. Yes, that looks delicious.
It's great.
Next month, so I'm definitely going to be opening up that box and crafting this wonderful cocktails along with the other two great cocktails that come in the box.
Fantastic.
But it's a joy working with you. It's not too big of a hurdle that you're in Tulum because you are so good at, the mental arrangement of the flavors that, when we try it in our R&D sessions, it works.
Yeah. And I know it took years to kind of get to that point too.
A little bit, some training.
And I'll go on a limb and say, if you ever want to go to Tulum, Anna, Mike, you have somewhere to stay.
Yeah,
I'll just throw that out there.
Well, I have an extra bedroom right here.
Hey,
I hope you're not.
Last time we saw you in person, you invited us, so I'm holding you.
Yeah, we haven't forgotten. We're having a busy year, but
the invitation still stands.
Perfect.
Well, I know, Sam, you like to go diving and swimming in the cenotes, so that's amazing. So you two have to do that when you get down there.
Yes,
I just kind of snorkeled on the top and then looked at other people diving in, That's the best I can do, but it's gorgeous there.
I love snorkeling.
You like the scuba?
I'll bring all my
I
gear.
like that. I'm Scuba Steve. No.
So try it next time. All of you guys, please. Next time,
Road trip. Well, kind of.
Yeah. All right. So, Sam, we're pouring Joe Louis Bourbon today. Is the bourbon that we picked. Joe Louis Bourbon sponsoring us today, and we've been doing some cocktails. We did some summer drinks.
We did
with,
on your patio.
Joe Louis Bourbon.
Yes.
Yeah, like
Looks
during the
like you've
pandemic.
enjoyed a lot of that bottle already.
Yeah, we've had our way with this bottle of Joe. So we're gonna give that a try. So let's do we want to do this? We want to just dive into the drink. Is it summer yet?
You should.
All right, Sam. Let's. Do you want to? Do you have the recipe? Do you have do you have it in your head there? Do you want to walk us through it, or?
I do. So you would need 2 ounces of the Joe Louis Bourbon, half an ounce of the strawberry rhubarb syrup.
All right. So let's we in a glass with ice, a shaker with ice.
A shaker with ice. Yes.
All right.
All right. So you want to throw some ice in here?
Yeah, I get some shaker in there. All right. So all right, Sam, we're goldfish. You got to repeat that. I was like focusing on getting the ice.
That'll be 2 ounces of Joe Louis Bourbon.
2 ounces.
2 ounces. So
Two of
four
those.
pours?
Two
of these?
Two. Yeah, just do 2. We'll just. Yep. Unless you want to do 4. Let's do 4. Let's do 4.
We'll do 4.
All right, we're doing a double because we're each going to have one.
Oh, scary.
So we're going to double it up. So 4 on that. 1, 2.
Want to point the camera down?
3. Yeah, Matt's being our bartender. I usually bartend. Matt's the mixologist today.
I am stepping up today.
All right.
Nice.
I'm the ice master over here. Ice. I said ice.
Ice.
Again, I'm 12, the lowest common denominator. How much of the rhubarb there?
That'll be a half an ounce.
Half an ounce, so 1 ounce for the 2 cocktails.
Yep.
Awesome.
So we'll do half?
Yeah, there you go. Oh, that looks. Oh man, it
smells.
The rhubarb. Yeah, that just smells rhubarby. It's wonderful. All right, and then from where do we go?
3 ounces of the honey pearl.
You want to shake that first. Don't pour that soda in the shaker.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, so you want to shake that.
Oh, yeah.
We would be using the soda last as sort of like a 3 ounce pour right on top of that prior. Yeah.
Shake it.
Give it a good shake.
What happens if you shake your 3 or 6 ounces of soda in your shaker?
Oh, yeah.
I almost shook the bottle, too.
Matt was like, do I shake this bottle?
All right.
I love how you chose the soda because we just celebrated Joe Louis's birthday, and had he been alive today, he'd be 108. So that soda reminisces and puts me back in the front of mind when Joe Louis was around. So thanks for incorporating that into the recipe.
We planned this whole thing.
Awesome.
Where do we get Joe Louis Bourbon?
Where'd my bottle go? It's Virginia. It's the Davis Valley Distillery out of Virginia, which is actually when it was actually this was part of Kentucky before they redrew some state lines.
Correct.
So really, just a heartbeat away from Kentucky. But yeah, the Davis Valley Distillery in Virginia is where this bottle hails from.
Hails.
Oh, there you go. Oh, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey, ho, hey.
Like you did shake the bottle a little bit.
He did.
It's all good.
That's all Matt.
Yeah, I'm just going to make a mess.
Clean up an aisle, Matt.
There's 3 ounces of that per cocktail.
There you go.
6 ounces total, I guess. 3 and 3.
Yeah.
Half.
We'll dab that one up off the counter.
Yep. That won't work later.
Yeah. All right.
All right, there we go.
Did 3 in each?
I got, we're good there.
All right.
Then if you have that little mini bottle of the Sage Hydrosol.
Oh.
The spray stuff, the hydrosol.
Where'd it go?
That's your aromatic.
There's a third one. There it is.
It's right here.
Correct.
All righty.
You just spritz it right over or into the glass?
Well, I would give it a little bit of a stir, and then the finishing touch will be about 2 spritz of the hydrosol.
And that goes over the glass or into the glass?
Into the glass.
Into it? All right, fair enough.
All right.
And Sam, I really loved in one of your articles I read, and I'm not for sure if it was in Tulum Eats or your Forbes article, but you talked about making shrubs and bitters and conservation and really being mindful about the materials and foods that we're using. Can you tell us more about that and why that's important to you?
Yeah, so basically, whenever doing cocktails, especially in this region where you actually get a lot of natural aromatics from the peels of the oranges you use, or the limes, or the grapefruits, we try to use that as often as possible to never let it go to waste and reuse that into some form of aromatics, and sometimes even crafting our own bitters here. There's a lot of culture of zero waste or trying to avoid waste within the bartending community in Tulum. So I'm one of those advocates that would really try to use as much as possible of all the ingredients available and turn into something aromatic and beautiful.
Nice. James taking a picture of the two cocktails.
Yeah, I always forget to take a picture of the dang thing. All right, there we go.
All right.
So what
are some of the things that we should look for, Sam, when we taste this for the first time? What are some of the things you would recommend?
So basically, as the name of the cocktail indicates, right, it should try to evoke some notes of summer, slight hints of strawberry, some of the honey and spice notes from the bourbon, and just mix in with a little bit of the herbaceousness of the sage. The pear obviously should come through once you have the first sip. So it should be a harmonious sort of like blend of summery notes, the spice of the bourbon mixing in very lovely with the pear, and all around goodness.
I got one word for you, Sam. My first taste, refreshing. That is one of the things that I got right from the get-go. It's very refreshing. There's
an effervescence to it. It's not I'm not getting a carbonation. It's and again, I've never this reading draft, the honey pear, that itself. That might be a different. Yeah. It might have a different type of carbonation in it. I guess is carbonation different? I don't know. Yeah. But it doesn't feel like a soda.
No, it doesn't.
Carbonation, like a pop. Here we're in Michigan. We're in the Midwest. It's a pop. But it's more of an effervescent than a fizzy.
But here's the thing: those that drink.
I think that one's made with 100% cane sugar, right?
Right.
Yes. All right.
Oh, okay.
They do also speak on their website about how they carbonate their soda in a special way. So I think you guys might be onto something.
Okay, so that adds to the it's a different it's a different fizz.
Yes, it is. And I'll tell you this, those that have had Joe Louis Bourbon in the past, they already know what to expect. But as a mixer, when you nose it, I actually know that it's Joe Louis Bourbon because I'm so used to it, right? So that's for me. That's my own palate, my own olfactory senses, if you will.
That's something that we found when we were mixing cocktails. It's a nice thing about Joe Louis. It stands up in the cocktails. It comes through.
Yes, it does. That it does. But it doesn't overwhelm the cocktail at all. So this is incredibly refreshing. This is something that I would make after I would possibly be done by the pool or by the pool, if you will. Right?
And that was just a couple quick ingredients that mixed up really quickly.
That really did.
It's not like because you talked about having a background with culinary school, Sam, and then because when I'm bartending, it's a shot and a beer.
There's all kinds of bartenders, right? Yeah. There's always the dive bar bartenders where we all love and treasure. There's always the ones that call themselves mixologists and craft a little more boutique stuff out there, but they're all lovely people who are really good at their craft.
Huh. So, but it's these cocktails that are coming out of the shaker and spoon box.
Yeah,
it is gourmet cocktails. Yes. It's cooking with liquids. It's an adventure, but this wasn't too intricate, and that's the beauty part of it. Is you guys do the hard part of creating the rhubarb.
Right.
Syrup. I had to make. We were doing with our friend Sarah from a Flavor Journal, and she came up with a witty comeback, a cocktail for us, and I had to make ginger simple
ginger
syrup.
Yeah.
Ginger. So I'm like shaving a ginger and I'm steeping things down. Oh, I had to steep the ginger, then do the simple syrup and add the steeped ginger to. I'm cooking here. I got sharp items. I got flames. None of these things I should have in my possession.
So let me try to paint you a picture. Let me try to paint you a picture, Jamie. You have friends coming over, right? And you want to do something special for them. And you don't want to have to put all the work into going out and getting all the ingredients, what have you. The shaker and spoon box, especially this drink, this is really nice for your guests to get there and you make up a quick cocktail. It didn't even take 4 minutes to do that.
Right.
So your evening can continue on. And that's one of the beauties that I like about the shaker and spoon boxes is that it's so easy. It's right there in front of you. It tells you exactly what to do, and it doesn't take a lot of time to put them together. I painted that picture so you can understand how easy these cocktails are.
They are. I mean, we can do it.
My picture would be more like just put the note card up there with the recipe, and then the guests come in and they make the cocktail themselves.
Well, there you go.
More suits my
Even
purposes.
better.
That's fun. You can lay them out and have people,
Pick their own?
You can coach people through doing their own.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
DIY party.
You can sit
Why
there.
am I doing all the work then? Come on.
You can sit there
Yeah, you don't want to do all that work.
No, I kind of don't know.
eating all the hors d'oeuvres. I'm eating all the shrimp while they're mixing the cocktail.
I'll eat the charcuterie board. Okay.
That's it.
Perfect.
All right, which one of these has the umbrella in it? That's what I want to know.
The Kalusahaki.
Oh, the
You need
Kalusahasi.
that crushed ice.
Well, yeah, I got
We got ice.
a rolling chair.
Hey, that's how you do it.
This ice will be crushed in a second. We're looking on the website at shakerandspoon.com. Go there for all your bartending needs. But no, Shaker and Spoon, because there was you may want to have on hand. And it's fun because you have like a lot of the bar accessories, like the strainer and the muddler and all those things. But then there was like this burlap bag and a wooden hammer. I was like, what the freak do you need for this recipe? Are you going to need a burlap bag and a wooden hammer? So I was watching, and then actually it was really cool because your background is marketing. We talked about that last time. And I mentioned how just brilliant the box was, simple and smart and functional, and well done. And then the website was well done. And I don't know if the videos are new or not, but there are videos of each of these 3 cocktails being made very quickly. And those are sharp. And I was showing it to somebody, and they're like, "Wow, that's really great." I go, "They're both." I wasn't discounting it. I'm like, "They're the cats behind this. They're marketing people." I go, "They know what they're doing."
Right. Yes.
And it was very, very cool. So it was fun to watch that. And then I was watching it, and then I saw him pull out the bag and put the ice in it and break up the. I'm like, "Oh, crushed ice."
Crushed ice, burlap bag, and a hammer.
It's not just me bashing it on the counter. It's the fancy way of doing it.
Yeah.
Just messier.
That
It's
tool
messier.
is known as a Lewis bag. And the idea is that the canvas of the bag absorbs some of the water as you're crushing the ice, so you get a drier ice. And it was the old timey way to crush ice in an old timey bar, right, Sam?
Yep, that's correct. It still works. You go to those hipster bars like somewhere in Brooklyn, Williamsburg. Trust me, they love to use their, the Lewis bag and their mallets, and they're really proud of their hand crushed ice.
So would a Crown Royal bag work the same
It's
way?
a performance.
Yeah, I mean, I here in my apartment, I also have a Lewis bag and mallet.
Not all of us are blessed with fridges that make crushed ice.
Right. So, and that's the thing. So, but you have on the Shaker and Spoon website, you can buy these accessories, right? So you can buy the different accessories if you're getting into it and you're like, we're having a party, I want to have a couple of the extra little toys to do. You do it. You do it up. And do it right. So I want to do the one with the crushed ice. We do have to break this ice up.
All right.
A little bit.
You want me to step out into the hallway and do that?
You should do it right up against the microphone.
This will be it will be very loud on this table. You may be on that table behind you.
I'll be right back.
Just take the bottom of, I don't know.
Yeah, you can take like the bottom of
that, and Matt is gonna.
Whack it with the
there he
ruler.
goes. He's gonna bash.
All right, Sam, while they're crushing ice, I must add, one, they do have fridges now that make craft ice, just so that you know. Two, I want to know what pairings go go with Is It Summer Yet? Because I'm one of those kind of drinkers that, I've got to have a pairing. So with Joe Louis Bourbon, as it's chocolate. With other bourbons, it's cheesecake. What do you suggest with your cocktail?
So that's a good question. With the Is It Summer Yet? Definitely, as I mentioned before, rhubarb pie. It's just genius because of the spicy notes of the bourbon itself. Will actually just add a little bit of. It would just blend in very well with that. So I think that something that it's reminiscent of the summer, would definitely go very well. So I think that cocktail will go very well with a nice rhubarb.
I like it. So yeah, that's the thing too about pairing up the foods,
right,
with these.
And that's why we like Sarah from a Flavor Journal, because she does that. She'll do the pairing between
she gets that going,
that spirit and a type of food.
So Sam, being in Mexico, we were having a hard time trying to smuggle a bottle over to you. But one day we will. We'll figure it out at some point. We'll get you a bottle.
I appreciate it.
We'll get you. Well, either when you're in New York, we'll figure out something. I'm gonna look at me. I'm writing checks I can't cash. Tanya will definitely hook you up. I don't know. We'll try.
2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. That comes out. Yes.
Yeah. And but yeah. So but Joe Louis Bourbon. It's a corn-forward bourbon. It's 66% corn.
Yep,
66% corn. It's a nice. It's corn-forward, and on the nose it's corn, but it doesn't. Yes. It's got a nice bourbon taste to it. So thinking about a corn-forward bourbon, what do you like to pair that with if it's got that corn nose to it?
Go see me?
Yes, Sam.
Please.
What do you think?
So if it's corn forward, I will definitely say like a nice succotash salad that has a lot of like nice roasted corn in it. Anything else that is very corn forward, even possibly something with. Sorry about the cat behind me.
Kitty cat. All right.
We're cat people. We're both cat people.
Anyway, so yeah, anything that grits too, obviously, I think it would actually make a very good pairing. Obviously, not imitating the corn nuts within the bourbon, but I think that pairing well with some different type of corn dish.
All right, I like it.
Corn dish. Okay.
All right, so I'm just getting situated here to try to do the second cocktail. Matt, do you want to pull up the recipe on the second one? What's the
What are we doing?
The Sasquatch, the Cheddar.
The Chalusahachi.
Chalusahachi.
Did you say Sasquatch?
I did.
All right,
I knew it was a big word I couldn't figure out.
All right. Could you repeat that one more time? How do you pronounce it?
Chalusahachi.
Chalusahachi.
Named after a real river in Florida.
Chalusahachi.
All right. Have you gone down that river?
Like a citrus lined river. Going through, I think, the Panhandle.
All right, fair enough. Whoop.
Is that a native word?
It's like we're grabbing
I don't want to say that I know that.
Yeah, we don't know the answer.
Fair enough.
I don't name these. I just know what they are.
We'll have to ask Robert.
All right. So Robert made the Chalusahachi. He's the one that came up with the ingredients here. So Jamie's clearing out the shaker here real quick. And we're going to get into this. So
I don't know what we need to do.
So Sam's done 4 drinks with you so far, 4 cocktails with you. How many has Robert done with you at this point? Do we know?
He has also done several. Let's see. His first was a punch.
Yeah. Then he did the other punch.
Then
he also did the El Caballero.
Yeah.
This is also
the El
his
Caballero, the bourbon punch. He did the Winter's Sun.
Okay.
This is his 5th.
Ooh.
Because he's done 3 punches. So yeah, he's in the 5-timers club.
Wow.
Ooh, soon enough.
He's almost like Alec Baldwin, right? He's like on the
Too
Saturday Night Live. No, just on the Saturday Night Live a lot of times.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who else? Steve Martin.
Steve Martin has.
Let's go with Steve Martin.
Steve Martin.
Make Steve Martin your favorite. All right. The 5-timer club.
Steve
Martin.
Steve Martin.
All right. So what do we got with this fellow? We're sticking an umbrella in it, Matt.
So we need 2 ounces of bourbon.
2 ounces of bourbon. All right.
Are you doubling again?
Are we? Is that it? Are you doubling it?
We'll double this one, and then we'll do.
So do I need 4 or just?
Well, actually, this is a building glass.
Yeah, so you guys don't need to use your shakers at all. Just build this in your individual glass.
Oh, fair play.
All right.
So 2 and 2.
Yeah. And you have something? Do you have something kind of similar to a double rocks glass?
Like a singles rocks glass.
All right, it's okay. It'll just be full.
Yeah, it'll be very full. Do your best.
I have no idea.
Won't mind.
What are you working on, Tanya?
So, the one thing I have learned about Sam is that he said one of the drinks that you should try is like a mezcal Negroni. So when I walked into this bar tonight, this bowling, I got one in honor of you, Sam. So cheers.
Perfect.
Cheers to you, Mike and Anna.
Cheers.
Get my drink over here.
All right. I think I gotta go grab mine.
Oh,
please do.
Do. All right, so we got the 2 ounces of that. Oh, I should do that, right?
Yep. So and then we're gonna do 1.5 ounces of the lemongrass ginger lemon syrup.
How much?
Just a half. Just a half.
Just
I said 1.5. But
yeah, don't mess that up.
Yeah, half in each glass.
Half an ounce.
All right. So if that was 1, that's a half.
That's a half. Yes.
I swear it's a half.
Just 1/2.
Just one of a half.
And for each cocktail that you guys send in the box, how many cocktails does it make? Is it 4 of each? Is that correct?
Sometimes a little more.
Sometimes, yep. All right, cool.
4 plus.
All right.
So everyone's got a little bit different taste, so make your first 2, and if you want to adjust a little bit, that's sort of hopefully the point. It's meant to be sort of a secretive learning experience.
Fair enough. And then 2 dashes. Remember, dashes, not drops. 2 dashes of the smoked orange bitters is what we're going to do next.
All right. Here's the smoked orange.
And this is the take on the old fashioned. If I'm not.
What's that word?
Calusahatchee.
Sorry, I was referring to your cookie, Sam.
2.
Oh, yeah, got it.
2.
There it is.
It's 2 dashes. Yep.
All right. One dash. 2 dash.
Yeah.
1
2.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the the instructions for the ingredients, I love it. It's dashes, not drops. You don't just.
Well, because it comes in these magnificent little individual serve, and they're like little eyedroppers, and there's like little eyedroppers. So people will get this, and they think in their head, oh, a two dad, there'll be 2 little drops.
Right.
So it's you make this like. For us, it's idiot proof. It's a product with Jamie in mind. It's idiot proof. That boy is not the sharpest tool in the shed.
Now it's the 2 ounces of the Orange French Sparkling Refresher, which is what tops that off.
All right, so we got this orange refresher. 2 ounces of this.
From France.
From France?
From France.
We are from France.
There it is.
Bubbly,
2
bubbly.
ounces.
Sam, I think is there a company that you're an ambassador for as well outside of Shaker and Spoon?
An ambassador for what?
Is there a mezcal company that you work for as well in addition to Shaker and Spoon?
I
saw this fabulous limoncello. I know it's not France, but a girl does like a good limoncello out of Italy.
Yeah, so there's some friends who are actually making some really great. In the realm of distillates, they're also venturing into liqueurs and cordials. So there's this one brand that I worked at as an ambassador many years ago, who I still hold very true dear to my heart, and so they're making great wine from limoncellos and rums. So they're really venturing into this other realm outside of the mezcal world. So really love what they're doing there. So currently I do work with several different brands, but more as a kind of the independent contractors. So whenever they need me to actually do a showcase or a tasting or something else, then I will do that for them just to get, how it is. So you need to, spread the good word for their product.
That's great.
So I know you like doing sort of the tastings and tours around the Riviera, but do you come to the U.S.? That's what I want to know.
Yes, so I'll be there. I'll be doing my U.S. tour during the whole month of June, perhaps a little bit of May as well. So last week of May and 3 months of June, I'll be venturing out into New York, maybe a little bit of D.C., possibly Colorado too, and maybe San Francisco.
Where's your favorite area in DC, out of curiosity?
My favorite what?
Area in DC.
So most of the time I visit friends in Arlington, so I like that area. A lot of different like trails, hiking, and the river and so on. But I like to go to a mezcaleria that is on 9th Street. It's called Espita. It's got a wonderful selection of mezcals, all just from all over Mexico.
Right. There's actually a winery that's in the Virginia area, like around the DC area. It's called Effingham Manor. I'm not sure if you've ever heard of it or not.
I haven't heard of them though.
Yeah, they've got some amazing wines there. One of their reds is called the King's Ransom. They take all their reds and they mix it all together. It is an amazing bottle of wine. It really is. So if you ever get a chance, check it out. It's a lot of fun to be there.
We'll definitely do. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the heads up.
Jamie's just playing with
I'm
umbrellas.
having fun with. I'm just
Seeing a lot of enthusiasm.
I got my umbrella fix here. I'm like I'm so
stir.
happy.
A
Give him a
quick
quick
stir.
stir.
After adding the ice.
All
Yes.
right.
Thank you so much, Anna.
Yeah, I got my eye on the situation.
Jamie
you
did
idiot,
not
proof it as much as you
stir. All right.
All right.
I was just too damn excited about the umbrella. Honest to God. Oh, look at that. I got to take a picture of that.
All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. iPhone and a bag of ice. Okay, there we go. That is one
See, you're at the beach already,
That
so
is
that's the way it
one-
works.
damp iPhone. All right. Look at those bad boys.
The reason why my eyes are down is because I was actually looking for a picture of my grandmother who was a boxer.
What?
And the picture of Joe Louis on that bottle of bourbon really reminded me of my grandmother. So there's one picture of her which she's posing, and there's a similar post to the one that Joe Louis has on the bottle. So that's why I'm trying to scroll to some of my pictures and see if I can find that. So I do come from a family of boxers.
I love that. That's amazing.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, he found it. Here, look, we put it up to the camera so we can see it.
There she is.
Oh, my God, that's wonderful.
Oh wow!
Let's see if I can't make that bigger here. Hold on 1 second, Sam. Let's try to pull that in there. Oh, there we go.
Oh,
look at that.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
That is
incredible.
great.
Yeah.
Her name was Ophelia.
Ophelia?
Ophelia.
Thank you for sharing.
And where did she box, Sam? Where did she box?
This was in the late 40s, early 50s, and in Mexico City, it was really kind of the underground boxing matches because women were not allowed to actually professionally box back in the day, at least in Mexico. So yeah, she did that mainly on the underground circuits.
Tanya is taking notes, and she's going to be emailing you. I can guarantee you. Yeah, that's I love that. All right, this came out very orange.
Yes.
I love the color on this.
It just reminds me of summer.
Yeah, and it's perfect time. Cheers. Here we go.
There we go. Cheers.
There we are.
All right.
Oh, giving it a sip. The soda. I like the smell of the soda.
I like the smell of the soda. I just dove in and I smelled it at the same time. Wow. Okay. I like how the orange adds to it because the orange hits me like after the fact. Everything else hits me up the front at the front.
Yeah.
Everything else is on the back end. The orange is on the back end. Everything else is up front.
It's as it finishes. It gets the orange sherbety on the finish.
I like I like how you say sherbet because that is a very real feel to it.
Yeah, the taste, and again, it's got the fizz in it. I like that. I like the fizz. I like the fizz.
We've had a few fizzy cocktails in the past, and this is one of the best fizzy drinks that we've had in a while.
Yeah. Oh my
I
God.
like this.
I just so happy with an umbrella in my cocktail.
So I want to thank Robert for this. This is amazing.
Yes, truly.
Man.
So all right on. Boy,
Well, this is going to take me a second to get through this. So.
I'm telling you, I want to thank you guys again, Anna and Mike, for all that you do. It's a labor of love. It's got to be it's to 3 new cocktails. It's like, is there a new box every month?
Yes. There is.
Everyone.
So it's like, and it's like you mentioned, going back and forth with Sam about just refining the taste of that first is it summer yet cocktail, and coming up with it. It's just got to be a labor of love to get it well, and it's tough work if you can get it right. I applaud you guys for being the evil geniuses I wish I was. I have a stack of English 12 essays I have to grade tonight, so I'm an English teacher. So I'm going to end it with this second cocktail because I do have a stack of English 12 essays I have to grade tonight.
So you're going to let me try the Choco Facto on my own?
If you want to do the Choco Facto, baby, because I got to tag out. This is going to do me.
You're being responsible. So the Choco Facto. So the person that came up with the Choco Facto, help me understand who that was. Christine. And so how do you know Christine? How long have you been working with Christine?
We first had her in a box. I mean, I would have to almost cross-check.
That was 2017, I think.
Or maybe 2018. It was several years ago. It was another bourbon box.
Okay.
And she also did a julep riff. It was called the Massive Carnage. It was served in a julep, and it had a cold brew, celery cordial, bourbon, those Miracle Mile bitters.
Yeah.
And then it had the coffee beans and the lemon wheels. Oh, and it had lemon juice in it. So that was the first cocktail that she made for us. I know it sounds weird, but everybody really loved it, and they loved it so much that we brought it back the next year. We brought the whole box back.
Wow.
So that was her shaker and spoon debut. And then we hadn't worked with her for a couple of years, and we were doing another May bourbon box, and we said, we got to get Christine back. She made such a cool cocktail last time, and of course she didn't disappoint this time.
That's amazing. So when you're looking for, Christine has been with you for a while. You've done a number of things with her. Are you always looking for other bartenders and mixologists, if you will, to kind of help you create a cocktail?
Yeah. Sam can attest that the world of hospitality is kind of a small world. Everyone kind of knows each other. And so we're always getting people referred. And I think, I like to think Shaker and Spoon has a great reputation in hospitality circles, and everyone really enjoys working with us. So, we have many talented bartenders like Sam who come back for their third, fourth, fifth, sixth cocktail with us, but we're always open to new talent as well.
Excellent. Where are where do you find these bartenders at? Is it more referral based, or is it people that referrals from existing bartenders that you know?
They just found me on the streets, though. I was actually just,
Yeah.
I was straight, and they were like, "Would you like to, do a cocktail for us?"
Well, try it out.
It's really anybody who kind of has a bartender vibe to him. We just stop, we talk to them.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, but to really answer the question, I guess it's if you know,
Right.
We're in the network, and people bubble up, or people who we know say, "Oh, this person would be great for this box," or we have a theme coming up, and we have 7 years of people we've worked with, and I'll say, "Oh, I know who would be great for this box." So it just kind of comes together.
That's amazing. Sometimes we're working with really interesting spirits, and they'll recommend the bartenders to work with them. Sometimes we genuinely kind of meet people doing this every once in a while and kind of get them into boxes.
Oh, that's true. Sometimes we'll meet people traveling. We'll have, this was more before COVID, but we'd have a list of bars to hit in other cities that, friends of ours from hospitality gave us, and we'd come in and drop names, and they'd be like, "Oh, you're the Shaker and Spoon people," and we'd get to talking.
Oh, we know you.
And by the time we leave, we got to exchange info so they can be in a box in the future, things like that.
That used to be a fun part of the job.
Yeah, we just had Annalise in a box who we met at last year's BarCon in Brooklyn, just out in the yard, and she did a great job with the Tijuana Brass.
That was such a fun job.
All right.
So at this point, I'm not grading papers. Who am I kidding?
People will listen to podcasts, whatever. However, but
I'm kidding myself.
It's Monday.
Your education happening.
It's, what? How many more days of school you got?
Tomorrow's movie day, kids. I do have a couple of students that listen to. I have 3 different podcasts I do. One's a little bit more student friendly. It's called Animal Talk, and we help people with their pets and talk about animal related issues. We just had Carol Baskins on.
We did.
That was nutty.
Wow.
She was doing she's working on big cat legislation in DC and trying to Yeah, but anyway, so my kids listen to that one, but they found this one too. I don't tell them about it.
Of course they did.
I don't tell them about it, but so yeah, if the kids that are listening, it's movie day tomorrow, guys.
Hello, children.
All right, so I did 4 ounces of the bourbon, the Joe Louis here, right? And now we're gonna do it's a 1/4 ounce of the Oaxacan chocolate syrup, right?
Ooh,
Yeah, that's Oaxacan. Actually,
Oaxacan?
Sam can probably pronounce it better than me.
How do you pronounce it, Sam?
Oaxaca.
Oaxaca? Oaxaca. All right, fair enough. So it's a 1/4 ounce, and this would be half. Is that correct?
Yep.
Joe's got some nice cocoa notes in it, so that might go well with that as well.
The Oaxacan.
I bet it's going to go real well with that, too.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's thick. That is very thick. And here's the thing: this is her take on an old fashioned. Is that correct, Anna, Mike?
It is an old fashioned, yes.
So 3 dashes, not drops, of the coffee bitters themselves, and this is the Morning Wood. Jamie, you're 12.
I'm 12.
Yeah. Well, it's a really great small brand. Bitter Girl, we've worked with them, lots of times. We have what's her walnut bitters? It has some other funny name.
Go nuts.
Oh, go walnuts.
Go walnuts.
And then we have the batch one, which is kind of an aromatic bitter, and I feel like we have one more of hers that we've done. Well, really small batch, really great bitters.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that is 3 dashes, not drops, of the coffee bitters there.
There you go.
Then we'll do a small pinch of the chili threads here, Jamie. So,
chili threads. Now, what's the story on these chili threads?
Does
These
it add a
like
spice?
They're on the top of the box. What are these?
They're aromatic.
So before putting those on, you're going to want to do your stir.
All right, fair enough. Thank you.
Stir.
And you're gonna actually strain out your cocktails, and the chili threads are going to be an aromatic garnish on top. So they're going to add a really nice visual pop, but they're also going to have this really kind of nice, intense aromatic quality. So as you put the glass up to your mouth and your nose, as you're drinking,
you're running us out of glasses.
A lot of this sort of aromatics to it, and we all know that so much of taste is what you're smelling. So it's just going to add to that experience.
Yeah, well, absolutely, yeah. And chili and chocolate, they're actually just both thousands of years back to Mesoamerican. The natives actually always had that in a cold beverage. So it was always just like notes of spice, notes of cocoa, and it just a combination made in heaven.
That's right.
Chili and chocolate, best friends.
Did you guys add 6 dashes total, like 3 per cocktail?
I did.
Okay, perfect. All right, I'm watching you.
Good looking out.
Yeah, it's.
I will add that Christine mentioned that this cocktail, of course, is great with an agave spirit as well as bourbon. So it's a tequila or a mezcal.
It reminds me of the Theobroma a little bit, just sort of like a different take on, and with a few twists.
Do we put some ice in the final glass? Do we put some ice in the final glass?
Yes.
All right.
Like the biggest piece that you have.
Well,
I brought some big cubes.
Oh, perfect.
Perfect.
Use the big cubes. Yeah.
And then just like a small pinch of chili threads on top. We definitely gave you more than you need.
It can just rest on the cube.
Yep.
Yeah, don't go crazy, because otherwise it'll float into your drink and you won't like that.
Oh, well, here we go.
Cheers. All right.
Well, they might like it.
That's true.
Here it is. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh, man.
Here we go. I'm going to dive in here. We're going to.
Oh, yeah.
Can you smell those threads?
They are. They're floating over there. Ooh.
Wow. It smells.
It's different.
It's very different. So that's the
different
thing.
aromatic.
So do a lot of your clients, Anna, Mike, when they do they do all 3 at the same time, or will they space themselves out? Help me understand what most of your clients are doing most of the time. Do they space out their cocktails?
I would say that different people do different things. Sometimes they'll kind of have a bunch of friends over, make an evening of it, and try all the cocktails. Some people stretch them out over the month. It just depends. Some people do them just how you're doing now.
Yeah, I mean, about half of our audience are podcasters.
Probably. So I'm getting a crazy cinnamon.
So am I. I was going to say there's like a cinnamon feel to this.
There's and that's I'm guessing that's the chili, the spice. So it's like a red cinnamon.
Mm-hmm. So, like a red hot.
Well, there's definitely cinnamon in the syrup as well.
Okay.
There's a lot of various spices.
Mexican chocolate has that spice to it, so that's the idea.
because it's the Oaxaca. Did I do that right, Sam? Oaxaca.
Yes.
Thank you. So it's a chocolate syrup. So there's cinnamon in it, but it's thick. So I would imagine that it's going to not overwhelm, but it's going to give the cocktail a definite feel, if you will.
Mm-hmm. So Sam, while you're down there in Tulum and all around the Riviera, how can people find you? Do you have like an Instagram, or do you have like a Twitter that people can like follow and see where you're going to be guest bartending, and where do we get that Sam story?
Yeah, certainly. So you can follow me on Instagram. You can find me as Sam JMX. So the word Sam and the letters JMX.
Okay.
And on Twitter, I'm gonna check my Twitter handle. So.
And what's your MySpace? That's
MySpace. Yeah, remember that?
I'll Google you on Ask Jeeves. We'll Ask Jeeves and we'll find that.
Do you still have
hometown.aol?
Do you still have a Yahoo account too?
I do.
Wow.
I'm
so
old.
On Twitter, you can find me as Sam JIMZ2.
Knows that.
That is the letter 2. So Sam J. So Sam Hims.
But Instagram is your go-to?
Yeah, Instagram is my go-to. That's where I post a lot of like my places that I go to, and a lot of the events that I go and do, and the bars that I usually hang out. So yeah, Instagram Sam JMX.
How are things? How is the tour? I know it's like Mexico's getting a rough time.
Right.
There's been like unrest. I don't know. I'm an Irish guy, and I've been over to the island a bunch of times, and it's like it depends on what time I go, and it's like there's people in full metal jackets in city centers, and then there's like, when did we get in Northern Ireland? Because we're paying in pounds now. It's really different. So I know there's been some unrest, and then the pandemic. But how is the tourist trade down in Tulum? How did when people are coming down? How are things going? Is it picking up? Is it after the pandemic? Are you getting back into full swing?
Absolutely, yeah. It definitely has picked up quite considerably, and during the lockdown, I think that June or July of 2020, that's when they opened pretty much everything back up. And then we have not had a slow season, because back in the day, and I'm sure you'll remember from visiting Tulum, there was a little seasonality to it. So it would be Christmas through Easter, there'll be sort of like the big season, and everything else will be waves. This time around, there's no such thing as a slow season, and so picked up quite. There's definitely quite a difference between pre and post pandemic. So things are looking up. There's definitely quite a lot of tourism going on.
So I kind of liked when things were like calming down from the pandemic, and a lot of people were like staying home still because you could get into places. People were being still cautious and thoughtfully and rightfully so.
Is that why you took a party to 12 to Ireland?
Yeah. It's your own jam, and do what you want. But it was it was convenient for me. It was like, well, hey, there's you get right in.
Right.
It's like, but I'm glad to hear, because it's that really took a toll on the hospitality industry. Shaker and Spoon boomed like crazy because people were staying home and needed crap at home to make their party. But here's the beautiful thing. People got in the habit of doing parties at home and doing alternate rides and having food delivered in different ways and groceries delivered in different ways. It's really changed the economy, and it changed, how we do things. I don't think that, because of the pandemic, we're here in the Midwest. The pandemic's over. I don't know if you guys know. It's over. We're here in the
here in New York, we're literally in a surge. So.
No, it's all no. I don't know what you people are doing, but it's over here in the mid. We're done with it in the Midwest. So no, there's a surge here too. Just they just don't understand it. But I think that I don't think, because Shaker and Spoon, I mean, you guys really boomed. It was like really, it's like, wow, we need to do stuff at home. How cool is this? But I don't think it's going to go away. I think that our culture has shifted, and the way we do things, we entertain ourselves. And I think you guys fill a magnificent niche for I love that word, niche. Just for people that want to do this but they can't spend the time to go find crazy chili threads. Where do you find chili threads?
Well, you can buy them at Shaker and Spoon. But I want to add.
There you go.
We don't see ourselves like we're in competition with hospitality or in competition, with people going out and like we want bars to be closed. Absolutely not. I see Shaker and Spoon as existing really like in an ecosystem and in a loop with going out to bars, because it's going out to bars that makes you curious about craft cocktail culture,
right?
And that makes you want to entertain that way at home. And then you get Shaker and Spoon, you start trying out some things kind of in your comfort and safety, experimenting, dabbling without like putting $20 down for one cocktail. You get to know what you like, you get to know new combinations, you get to expand what you like. Then you go out again, you're more confident reading a menu. You know what all these flavors are. You know what these craft cocktail menus are talking about. So you're more confident ordering, you're enjoying more, and then you're coming upon techniques that, again, are new for you. And then you go back home and you get your next Shaker and Spoon, and then you can experiment with your fat wash or whatever is the next thing that you want to do. It really just, it's a journey, and it's a 360 journey.
Yeah, all three of these, I'm on all three of these.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards the umbrella party. That's just because I'm an umbrella boy. That's just me.
I can't stop smelling the chili threads. I really can't. I keep smelling the chili threads because it's just so reminiscent of I like it. That's just me. It's just me.
And well, the nice thing is you can take those leftover chili threads and you can put them on your other old fashions, and you can also take the umbrella and put it in whatever cocktail you want from the box.
Jamie, I will gift you the umbrellas. Those are for you.
I'm so happy. All right, you guys. Sam, thank you for chiming in.
Yeah, Sam, it was a pleasure to have you in the man cave. Honestly, it was. But here's the thing:
a time zone and a country away. Thank you.
Correct. But
can I put you on the spot for a second, Sam? Do you have a favorite cocktail that you've created for us? Between Senor Rojo and El Palenque, a lot of men we've created, and then we've got Is It Summer Yet, and we've got the Theobroma, of course.
I think that I've yet to try the Is It Summer Yet, and I would definitely decide. But as of yet, minus the Is It Summer Yet, I'll have to say the El Palenque because of the pineapple is one of my favorite fruits, and having worked with that kombucha capacha thing, just having to work with that fermented aspect of it, and then the mezcal that actually gives it a nice little smoky notes. I think that would have to be one of my proudest moments.
It was really good. It was really good, and I remember we had that. Mother Shrub created that custom shrub flavor to evoke tepache. So actually, it was a very involved project. Well, many thousands of people have enjoyed it.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Anna, Sam, kudos to you, because the experience that you provide a consumer around cocktails, it's a wonderful experience. I've had an absolute blast tasting the bourbon in a box this evening, because all three cocktails were just spot on.
Yes.
Bring on the bourbon. Thank you.
Yes.
We're just spot on. And, Sam, your drink, I'm even thinking about it. It's so refreshing. I want to go and mow my lawn.
That's what it's meant for. I didn't tell you guys that, but it's got a little subliminal messages like
go do yard work.
Go do yard work, right?
Go outdoors.
No, but the experience that you guys bring to us as consumers in Shaker and Spoon, and thank you for what you guys do. Really appreciate it.
Anna, Mike, thank you guys. Sam, thank you for coming in cross country, and Tanya, thanks for. People think she's a lunatic sitting in the bar in the corner staring into her phone. What's that crazy lady doing in the corner with her mezcal?
People are actually waving and chiming in. So,
love it.
I want to say, Sam, thank you so much.
All right. Cheers, Tanya.
Cheers, Tanya. Cheers. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here with us this evening.
There we go.
Like, subscribe, all that fun stuff.
ShakerandSpoon.com, JoeLouisSpirits.com,
ManCaveHappyHour.com. Yep, you got it.
There you go. Cheers.
Cheers, everybody.
on Instagram.
Don't go anywhere.
Oh, what on Instagram? Come on. What is it?
What is it?
I said an @SamJMX on Instagram.
Oh, yeah.
Yep, there it is.